Welcome back to Rachel and Bella Crafts. I hope you're all well. So today is the first day of our new collaboration event. This event is going to be running throughout July, and it is going to be called the A to Z of Favourite Summer Crafts. Now, this is the point where normally I would have, a nice little printout here of the image that you will see being shared around social media and Facebook, and so that you know what kind of things to look for on the videos. But I'm having a day and a half here and I can't find any of my black ink, and my printer has completely run out of ink to the point where I've just printed something and it came out like this. All I can see is my smiley face. So yeah, it hadn't been going to plan. So instead we're going to look at some of my lovely resources that I'm going to be using, and while I tell you all about the collaboration. So please bear with me because there's quite a few things to get through. I'm going to do it as quickly as I can. Okay, so what is the purpose of this collaboration? Well, obviously we wanted to do something a little bit different because we've done quite a few now, haven't we? And I did initially throw around the idea of doing an A to Z of Christmas in July, but I just can't do Christmas in July. I don't know what it is. It's just a personal thing. We haven't yet broken into summer here in Wales, and the thought of crafting snow, and I just can't bring myself to do it. And I know a lot of other people feel like that. So I thought, well, there'll be lots of Christmas in July things going on, so let's do something different. So if that's not your thing, feel free to come and join us, because we will be doing our favourite summer crafts, but it's with a slight twist. So I have, first of all, I've invited a new group of collaborators to come and put their ideas before you this time. So there'll be quite a few new faces, some old ones, but quite a lot of new ones as well. So I hope you'll give them all a warm welcome, and we'll go and check out their channels and subscribe, and leave them a like and comment on some of their videos, check out what they've been doing, and that would be brilliant. But I've given them all a bit of a different challenge this time. So what I've set them a task to do is to take something that has been done before, and we're going to make it new. We're going to add our own flair and imagination to it. The thing is, we talk about recycling and reusing products, and yet as the creators behind the camera, we are constantly under this pressure that we have to keep coming up with new ideas all the time. Well, we don't. That's just wrong. We don't have to. If we're creative, we should be able to take an idea and then create it in a different way and adapt it and use our own artistic and creative styles. So that's the task they've been given. So what they have all been asked to do is to go and pick a video, go and pick somebody that has inspired them, and a project. They've all been given a letter, as they were with the Christmas one, so A to Z. But I wanted them to find something that really, really inspired them. So the letter that they have is not necessarily, doesn't need to kind of fit the project they're doing. That's basically just to keep them all in order, because I like a system. But no, it's more about they need to find something or someone that inspires them, take that idea and make it grow, and mix it up a bit and bring it into something slightly different or something new, or just their own take on it. I want them to show you how you can take an idea and still make it your own, because I know when you get a lot of new people come in, I know I felt the same when you came into junk journaling, and you just felt you couldn't do something because somebody else had done it, and that's not the case at all. In fact, we get quite upset if you don't copy the things that we're showing you to do. That's the idea. We want you to go and do what we're showing you. So we just want to kind of embed that idea with this project. So every video that you see coming up in a collaboration will tell you at the start, they'll tell you what their letter is, they'll tell you what they're going to make, and they'll tell you where they got that idea from. And in the description box down below, so that's the bit down the bottom here, they will put the link or links to the video or videos that have inspired their idea. So you can then, and we'll encourage you to go and watch those videos as well. So we're also looking to find ways, obviously, to support as many of our YouTubing community as we can. And I just felt this was a really good way to signpost you guys to more YouTubers. There are quite a few on the list that I haven't watched, so this has been a real learning experience for me too. It's been a lot of fun. So the girls have really brought together some very different ideas, which is what I was hoping that they would do. And they all coming at it as well from slightly different angles. You're going to see lots of different styles this month, which is always exciting. But yeah, so I won't tell you any more about that. You're going to have to just watch every day and find out what's coming your way. But yeah, just to make sure that you remember, every video, there's going to be credit obviously to the person doing it and then to the original idea as well. Okay, so what else have I got to say? I've explained about the collaboration. Oh yes, now we normally have all of the artists in the description box of our videos. It actually proves quite technically challenging sometimes to get all that information right. So this time we're going completely different, and I've created a link tree. Those of you that are familiar with link trees will know what the purpose of that was. If you're not familiar with a link tree, go to the description box of this video and all of the other collaborators videos. They will have a link to the link tree. You click the link and it will take you to what's called Linktree. It's a website basically that hosts lots of different links for you. So there'll be a nice long page that'll come up, and each one of those is a button, and you click the button and every day it'll take you to the person's video, and it'll take you to their channel, it will. So you'll have to find the video then when it goes up on that day. But all of them are listed there in order. Okay, so wasn't I right? Haven't we got a fantastic group of artists taking part this time? I am so excited, so excited. So a couple more things to mention to you. So in the theme of us reusing things, we're also reusing a kit for this collaboration. Now, my very first collaboration that I did was a year ago now, and it was a beautiful kit that I collaborated with Natalie from Line.Arrow, and together we created the kit called Summer Bloom. This here is one sheet of it. I only have one sheet because my printer stopped working. Oh, she could tell me off after. She'd be like, Rachel, why are you not using the kit? Natalie, my ink is running. I'm literally been sat here pulling my hair out, but no. So we are going to reuse this collaboration kit. It's a beautiful kit, and I'm going to be honest with you, I don't even think I've had a chance to work with it much. I think I did a few things last year, and then as always I have to rush on to the next thing, but I'm really looking forward to having a go and playing with some of the elements. I've got 2 sheets, so I'm going to have to make them really work for me today, aren't I? So this kit, there are 2 links again down below. Well, actually they're in the link tree. So if you go to the link tree, go down to the bottom, and the kits are listed at the bottom. One is on my Etsy shop and the other one is on Natalie's Etsy shop. That is if you haven't already purchased it. Also, it'll be a sale on of the kit as well, so it will be a discounted price. So if you go and check that out, you don't need to do anything. The sale will just be set in the shops. So if you do want to go and get that, and if you don't already have it, it'll be there and it'll be at a knockdown price for you. Those of you that have been following myself and Natalie's channel for some time probably will already have it, so go and check your archives first, guys, because you may have bought this last summer, in which case, yes, reuse it. Now, very exciting, there are now freebies that we have both made from this kit. We've taken little elements and made some extra bits and pieces. Not that you need extra pieces, the kits are huge, but for those of you that may not be able to purchase the kit, there will be freebies in both of the Facebook groups, where you will also find challenges running every week as well, that'll be running alongside obviously the collaboration. So check out the Line.Arrow Facebook group and Junk Journal Trading Post with Rachel Bella Crafts Facebook group. Again, the links are in the link tree, so you don't have to go looking for this stuff. It's all in that link tree. Just keep scrolling all the way to the bottom. If you go and check them out in the groups, you'll see the events will be listed up on there sometime today. Fingers crossed. So hopefully everything goes well. Technology is playing up today. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so the other exciting thing for me to tell you quickly before I go is that we are doing a huge giveaway again this time. So lots of the collaborators are contributing. Oh, excuse me, I got hiccups. They are all putting in something. Either it'll be an ephemera pack, it might be something that they've made in their tutorial with you. It may be a kit from the Etsy shop if they have an Etsy shop. It may be some physical ephemeral resources. So by the middle of the month, I will share with you some of the prizes. But what do you need to do? Okay, well, this is an all-in, so it needs to be something that everybody's involved in. So what you need to do as the viewer is you need to make sure you're subscribed to all of the collaboration channels. You need to like all of their collaboration videos. So basically the A to Z list, you know. Make sure you like each of those videos, and you need to leave a comment on each of those videos. Something positive, preferably. I'm not going to be too thingy, but just mention, you know, that you're entering the giveaway, and yeah, perhaps thank them for their time, because the girls do put an awful lot of effort into putting their videos together for this, and I've really made them have to think. They've had to go and do their research, and of course I set the challenge, and it was, oh my gosh, I've got to do this myself. But there we are. No, I'm fine. I've got my idea now. I'm okay. So yeah, don't forget, giveaway. I'm going to be having to put words and stuff on the screen because it's weird not having, I like to have a sheet in front of me so I can go through things, but just to remind me. But that's okay, that's fine. So I hope you've got all of that. I'm just going to quickly go back through. So we got the link tree, that's linked below in the description box. That's where you'll find all of the information, all of the people taking part. It'll take you to the links to buy both sections of the kit, because it is 2 halves. It's not one kit there, one kit there. For the whole kit, you need to purchase one from one shop, one from the other. They are on discount, they are on sale, so you're at a nice cheap price. The challenges will be running in the Facebook groups. The Facebook groups are also linked in the link tree. And don't forget the giveaway. Oh my gosh, I think that's everything. Right, the other thing as well is I just want to really quickly mention, and I hate doing this, but I have to mention it. Because we're not doing a new kit this time, there is an awful lot of work, preparation and time that does go into putting the collaboration events together, and often at the expense of other things on our channel. So it would just be really, really awesome if you would go and support our coffee channel. We've set up a new coffee page. There are some freebies on the coffee page. We're also in the process of moving our kits over to the coffee page, so there'll be some there as well. But yes, you know, any donation, there's a little membership package on there as well. So if you want to sign up to the membership, you can then have the option to have a free kit every month. But yeah, have a little look. The link's below, and we're just really grateful for any support that that you give to our channel. Okay, so that's that out the way. We all hate talking about that, but it has to be done. Right, what's my challenge today? Okay, well, I am letter A. Surprise, surprise, obviously at the beginning. So I was literally scratching my head. I couldn't think of an idea. I thought, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? So I climbed into bed the other night, another night where I couldn't actually sleep. And I thought to myself, A, what begins with an A? And I thought, oh, I could do something starting with an A. And then I thought, no. So I have got 2 lovely ladies that have inspired my choice today. The first lady is Edith from Scrapbooking with Me Creations, or Crafts, sorry, Scrapbooking with Me Crafts. And the second lady is Lynn from Sparkle Creations. Now, the 2 videos that have inspired me, I will link below. But the reason that they've inspired me is because I do find actually their styles quite similar, and they both take an idea and it just grows and grows and grows and grows, and I just love watching their videos. But they are actually, in my eyes, they are the queens of the altered paperclip. So we're going to start off with something fairly simple for you today, because I don't want you all saying your projects are backing up because we're giving you too many ideas. So we can make this as big or as small as you like. I'm going to clear off the decks. I'm going to go and get my bits and pieces, and I'm going to show you my idea and how it's kind of grown from what I've gleaned watching from the girls and their advice and their techniques. So I'll be back in a minute. Something extra special with this collaboration, we are also running some Q&A sessions. So what I'd like you to do is a link in the link tree called Q&A. Click on that. If you've got any questions you'd like to ask any of the collaborators, some of the girls have very kindly offered to do some videos for us, and they're going to do some face-to-face videos and answer your questions. So send your questions in on that little link. I'll put it right at the top of the tree so you can't miss it, and then I will give them out to the girls, and we will all try our very best to answer some of your questions. So if there's any burning questions you have, or anything that you really want to know, or anything that you want to ask any of the particular YouTubers, ask away, and we will be doing that over the next 3 weekends. All right, so don't forget to check that out as well. Okay then, let's get going. So I've tried to prepare as much as I could ahead of time, so that you're not going to sit there watching me stitching and cutting, and I know you guys have got a lot to get through this next month with us, and I don't want to take up loads and loads of that time. So I'm going to tell you very briefly and very quickly what it is I'm going to do. So we're doing altered paper clips with a twist. So what Edith did in her tutorial, she took a belly band. So here's my semi-made belly band. She added in some little pockets, which I've done, although I have left that one there unsealed at the bottom, just in case you should want to put something longer in there and then you can feed it through to the two. Sometimes those little pockets can be a little bit restrictive. So that's done already. So I've simply taken a piece of the kit there, that's the collage page from the kit that we use in this month, and I've taken a small section of it, nothing, I haven't backed it because I don't need to, and then I've, sorry, by backed it, I mean I haven't printed on both sides, and I've then taken another section and I've cut that down into two little pockets, and I've then put little thumb divots in there and inked them. So that's all been stitched all the way around ready, and they've been attached on the sides by stitching and on the bottom. I haven't actually used any glue on that either. And then I got another piece here then, which you can make as big or as small as you like. Now, I know when Edith made them, she made hers slightly shorter. It was more of a tag size on the back, but I wanted to go with something slightly different. So what I've done is I've gone for the full length. So, ooh, I need a page. Okay, so as you can see, that will fit quite comfortably on the length of the page, as will then, oops, my belly band. So what the idea is, we're going to put them together, and then the paper clip will hold them in place, like so. Make sure that's in the middle. And that'll go on there like that. And then we'll have our page. And then that'll go through there like that. And the way that I've done it, it's almost like actually having two belly bands. So you've got the thicker one at the back and the slimmer one at the front. Laurel and Hardy. There we go. Right, so that's your belly band. Obviously it's an altered paper clip. We'll talk about the altered paper clip in a moment. And then this side, what I've already done ahead of time is I've put a little lace pocket into the back. So there's not much more there that needs to be done. Now, obviously you can take that on and off. It's not, you know, you'll be able to slide that up, and if you wanted to, you could have a writing spot on the back there. That's not a problem. Of course, you've also then got yourself hidden writing space in your journal, because if anyone were to, you know, open it and you wanted to write something discreetly, you could just pop that underneath it and it wouldn't be on plain view. That will then be ideal for you to pop in there. Oh, I haven't even got a journaling card. I'm really organised today, aren't I? Not, she says. There we go. So we have a lovely little image in the back of there. And that is the basic function of what we're going to do. So I'm going to just put this one together, and then I'll show you the other style then. And then I've got a couple of other types of ways that I want us to put them together as well. So I've made them already, so I don't envisage it taking an awful lot of time. So like I say, the pockets are already on this one. That's our paper clip. So that one's pretty much ready to be put together. We'll deal with that in a second. So this is the second style now. I basically just folded this paper in half. And then I've stitched around the edge. And for this one, I have made some pockets out of the extras. That's just one A4 sheet of paper, folded in half, and then the other section I've made two pockets out of. So they're going to go on to the back. And then this is the belly band, and I have made little lace pockets for this one that are going to go on the front. So, which way around was I going to do it? Because I don't think the blue and the blue look good now. So I think we're going to have to put them there. And I've added a little bit of lace onto the bottom, just for add a little bit of interest. So let's just glue these on so you can see the finished result, because that's what we're doing here now. We're making it finished products, aren't we? Okay, so a bit of glue there. And stick that down, and I want this bit of lace here to hang over the bottom. So just in case you can't quite see that there, I have stitched all around that pocket ready. Not terribly neatly, didn't intend to. And then I've just stitched a bit of lace onto the bottom there. So that will then sit slightly over that edge. And then this one here, I'm going to pop that just by there then, because we don't want it to be too near the top, because we will have our paper clip up there, won't we? think these are the biggest altered paper clips I've made so far. But fabulous idea. I mean, what else was I going to do for A? That's what you can all write in my comments today. Give me other ideas for A. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Let's see how many extra letter ideas you can all come up with. You're like, no, that's why we're here. There we go. Okay, so that's the back. So then on the front, we'll have our lovely belly band, which we will pop a paper clip on top of now. There we go. Now we need to cover that paper clip over. So I'm just looking around me now and seeing what I've got on my desk, because this can be done with pretty much anything. So I just need a little bit of scrap paper. Okay, so we just need, let me move this box off my desk. Aha, so I'm looking for my ruler. See, I was kind of organised and then it all started to fall apart again. Right, so I've got some card left over here. So let's just see how long we need that to be. Probably not quite that long. I'll just double check now. There we are. Right. So we're going to pop that over the top. Yeah, I don't need it to be quite that long because I don't want it to, that's going to go over my pocket. That's the other thing as well. You need to be careful if you're putting the pockets on the back. When you pop this bit of paper or card over the top of your paper clip, make sure it tucks inside your pocket, mind, because you don't want that infringing and getting in the way. But I don't need that to be that long on the front here. Actually, I don't like the colour of that. Where is this piece of paper I was working with? Yeah, that would make more sense, Rachel. Stick to the same colour. Let's have that bit there, I think. Should be long enough. There we go. Fits our summery theme. Can't wait to see what you all come up with. So lovely now to be working with summer colours. We've had that long winter and we had autumn, and obviously we had autumn before winter, of course we always do, but summer just seems to have been a long time coming, doesn't it? There we go. I'm going to put the blue one on the front and we'll have the other one on the back. It never ceases to amaze me how the most simplest task in any project always ends up being the most fiddliest and taking the longest. Have you ever find that? Right, there we go. And I'm not going to ink it because I don't want it to stand out, and I'm going to cover it then with something else. So let's just get that on there for a minute. That's not in the centre, that's the only thing. Let me just move my paper clip over a bit because that's going to annoy me otherwise. Right, that's better. And is that in the middle? Yeah. There we go. Okay, right. Lots and lots of glue now. Glue a bit at the front, isn't there? Make sure that fixes into place nicely. And I'm going to put the back bit in first because I've got to consider that pocket, haven't I? So we'll start here. We'll just slide that down into that pocket area there. Lift the pocket up because we want it to glue in. Ooh, I need to slide a bit quicker. It's drying already. Good. That's excellent. Right, there we go. We've just been out to walk the dogs and my other half's laughing at me now today because we've been watching The Crown. I don't know if any of you watched The Crown. I know we've had this conversation on here before about me picking up accents, and I just shouted at the dog because she wasn't listening, and he said, "Oh, you can tell we've been watching The Crown." And I said, "Why?" He said, "Oh, yeah, were you speaking to the dog?" I said, "Was I being posh, was I?" He was like, so is I like the Queen now, shouting at the dogs. Don't think she shouts at her dogs. Bet her dogs do as they're told. Right, let's have this bit of lace on here, I think. Lace box. I need something that's the same both sides, not uneven. Do you know that's quite a tall ask these days, to have a bit of lace that is like square, like this, because a lot of them have got a this has got a frill at the bottom. It's not too noticeable though. That'll be all right. There's always the scallop bit, isn't there? And then there's the other bit, the flat bit. which is okay if you're going in a directional way, but if you're not, you just want it square, it can be a bit of a pain in the bottom. Right, there we go. So let's pop that on there, and then let's tuck that over there, and that'll go just inside that pocket, and hopefully we'll stay out of the way. What do we think? That's better, isn't it? Right, let's glue that down then. That's the nice thing about doing all the cutting and all the stitching and everything beforehand. You get to see the pretty bits going on there, don't you? Whereas normally I'm like, yep, talk too much, better go. You have to just see it in the photos at the end. Because I don't like to keep you all too long, see? Because I know there's lots to do, lots of videos to be watched. And you've got to do your own crafting, haven't you? I know I struggle fitting it all in these days. Here we go. Right, just make sure that doesn't stick to that now. And there we are. I think that looks rather lovely. Now, what I do want to add to it, being as we are doing summer, my little flowers, that's what I'm after. Sorry, I chucked the lace box on my desk and knocked all my flowers over. So much for being organised, eh? Right, there we go. So I'm thinking I might pop that one there. Maybe not the red, maybe another pink one there. Ooh, maybe the light pink. Right, let's pop that on there then. Gonna have to be careful though that it only goes on the glue and doesn't go through the glue. Because if it goes through the glue, it's gonna be stuck to the pocket, isn't it? There we go. Need to make sure now it doesn't stick down. I think I'll leave that in there because that's not likely to stick to that, is it? Right, let that dry a second. And then, sorry, my stuff keeps falling off the desk. Then we'll do this one. Hopefully they will stay in place. And I'm going to pop that onto that little flower there on the lace. There we go. Oh, drying all right now. There we are. Same with this one. Ooh, starting to stick already. Gotta watch it down now. There we go. So that is our first altered paperclip double belly band with pockets. And I think that's absolutely marvellous. I really like that. And I love the little flowers on there. So that's the first one. So like I say, you can pop your ephemera in. So let's do this one now. We are just going to pop our bit of paper or cardstock, whatever it is. Put anything over it, just cover that paperclip over. Stop it wiggling around. I'm just going to pop that over there a moment. Just in the middle. There we go. And then just to finish that off, a little bit of lace. It'll give them a really nice oldie-worldy feel then, won't it? And you can even, if you want to, leave it a bit long. So you could have it so that it was jutting up a little bit. Perhaps, let me try that one a longer bit. I'll use that bit in a second. But if we did it so it was slightly longer, it could almost then poke out of your journal and look a bit like a tab, as if it was on top of a tag. Do you know what I mean? So you'll have that kind of sticking up there then. So let's glue that on there. Got to go with these decisions when we make them, haven't we? If we start second guessing, oh my word, be here all day. Be here all day. So if you are new to our channel and you've found us through the collaboration, welcome. Very, very pleased to have you here. I am Rachel from Rachel and Bella Crafts, and Bella, who is a little later in the week, She has a channel as well called Bella's Crafty Studio, and Bella is my mum. And if you are in our Facebook group, you will know her name is Angelita. Bella is actually from her maiden name. But yeah, so it's really, really great to have you all come in and join us. And we're always super grateful to all of the girls who choose to take part in our collaborations with us. It's a real honour to have a whole bunch of newbies joining us this time, so please make them feel very welcome, because I know some of them are quite new to YouTube as well. So let's give them a good start, isn't it? Because you've all been amazing supporting all of our girls previously. Now, the only thing then that's going to really bother me is I've put that there now, and it is a little bit low, and it is possibly going to catch on that pocket. So let me just resolve that in myself, because that's going to just irritate me otherwise. Let me just put a ticket in there on it, and we'll just see. Of course, I could be really clever and come up this way, couldn't I? But I think that's just going to make matters worse, potentially. No, we're all right. We're in. There we go. Job done. Excellent. Now I feel I have to put one in the bottom. Can't leave half a pocket stuffed, can you? That's just not on. No. Right. Oh, I'm still not entirely certain, you know, these aren't stickers. There we go. Right, so that's that side done. We've got the tab on the top. That's now fully functioning as a why can't I get my words out today? Altered paper clip with a belly band. XYZ. Yes, looking fabulous. Lovely. Right, so that's 2 done. I did want to put something on there. Oh, I remember now. Oh, I knew there was something. These. Look what I made earlier. Are they lovely? My little clusters, my little cute flowers. So I'm going to pop these on. I need to remember which one was which now. I went down there. Just thought it would just add a little bit of something. It's all just looking a bit bare, wasn't it? And just remember, if you do stick something on, this does need to not end up getting stuck to that. So just be careful with your gluing, she says. Be careful I don't glue them together now. And that one there, just hanging off the edge. Very nice. So let's just try them a second over a page. I want one this colour really, don't I? Then you want you to see it better. Okay, so we'll just lift, pop it into place, and slide it down. Come on, little paper clip. There we go. How cool does that look? Oh my goodness, how am I going to take photos of these now with one half on one side of the page and one half on the other? You're going to have to really use your imagination. Look at that. That's brilliant, isn't it? And it's all a paper clip. And it all comes in and out. It's like instant page done. I love it. Absolutely love it. Brilliant. So that's that one. And then this one here, just pop that in there. There we go. So you can see the difference, look, when you've got the tab over the top, which is quite nice, and then this one here with the lovely lacy pockets, and the pockets on the other side. Let's put some bits and pieces in there in a second. Oh, you can get a heart in there. That would be nice, wouldn't it? We've got a couple of our coffee dyed pictures. They'll fit in there. Oh gosh, we get quite a bit in this envelope. The envelope, it's not an envelope, it's a pocket. And then that one there. And what else have we got in here? Oh no, we don't want that in there. Oh, it turns out I just got a box full of rubbish by the side of me. Okay, right, so we'll pop that in there instead. There we are, but you get the idea. So now when I close it, let me get that out. Now when I close the journal up, you can see then I've got my little tab sticking out the top. I think that looks great. Right, so that's the one, well that's the 2. This is another version now. Let me move that away a minute. And I need to do this really quickly now, because I don't want to keep you too long. We are trying really hard to keep these videos at a good distance, length. Right, so something else I came up with there, and I thought, right, we need to find different ways of doing these pockets. So I'm meant to be mixing it up, aren't I? I'm not meant to be doing exactly what somebody else has done. Okay, so what I did with this one is I took some fabric and I have just obviously stitched that on the back as a pocket, as an alternative to the previous one where I've used lace, and then what did the other one have? Oh, paper. And this one here I've used some quilting. We've got a little quilt pocket in the back of there. So that's the backs of them. And then the front, the belly band, I've done a little bit differently. So this one, I've stitched a lace cover over it, and I've put lots of lovely sparkly things. So that one is ready to be clipped onto that one. And then the other one that I've done, I've taken, this is my favourite, I've taken some lace and I have stitched around the lace, and then I've added these lovely little flowers, and then I've put some buttons on there, and I've put some little, I don't know, they are sequins, I suppose they call it, into the buttons as well. So let's try and pop that on there now with a paper clip. There we go. And then I'll do this one here as well. Let's get that right into the right position. That's it. Okay. Make sure all those bits and pieces are out of the way. There we are. Now all we need to do now, I'm just going to put a paper clip at the bottom, isn't it, just to stop this one curling a minute, because where I've stitched it, I think I stitched it a bit tight and it's pulling. So let me just put that like that a second. Oh, we're all in a funny shape now. There we go. And then we need to get something now to cover over the top, don't we? So how are we going to do this? Because I don't really want to put card over there, but will lace hold it in place? I ask myself. Right, so I've got the paper clips on the short side at the front, and I'm just going to pop this, it's like handmade paper, isn't it? I'm going to pop some of that over the front of it because it's quite soft, and I think it'll go quite nicely with the lace. There we are. Let's put that down there like that. Please excuse the awful rash on my wrist. It's from where I burnt in the sun last week when we were on holiday. Also, I'm driving the car actually. I don't know if you'll remember last year when I caught and it marked on my arm, didn't it? Oh, it's just stayed at a bit of a rash this time, but it doesn't look very nice, so I do apologise. I'm trying to keep it under wraps. There we go. Oh my gosh, that just fits on there. Amazing. Right, I almost can't see that it's there. And then let's do this one. Go. Just take that bit off there. Just plop that bit on there. Lovely, lovely. Just turn them around. Glue on the back. There was no black in my ink earlier printing this, and I couldn't work out how it came out the colour that it did, but actually it's quite nice. Look at all the black tones. It won't now, it's given up the ghost now, it's refusing to do anything. It's got a brand spanking new, lovely big colour ink cartridge in there, but it will not print anything out because there's no black. I'm so frustrated with myself because I just don't know what earth I did with them. I'm terrible for just like putting things in places, and I don't know. I need to tidy up my desk. When we went away, I kind of just grabbed everything and took it with me. Gosh, it could even be in the case. Who knows? Who knows? I'm sure it'll turn up. There we go. Right, and I'm thinking as well now, just a little bit of lace over the top of that, just to keep it looking pretty. And perhaps we'll do the tab style again, shall we? So that is something a bit unusual. Because I quite like it hanging at the top like that, like a tab. There we are. So we've got that one there. So as you may have guessed, even though we're doing the summer themes, my style is clearly going to lean towards the shabby chic. I didn't really know where I was going to be going with any of this, but this is just the way that it's gone. So yeah, I'm obviously going to go with the shabby chic style. So there'll be lots of lace being used in my projects this month, which is nice, because we don't often get the chance to do that. Well, not as much as I'd like anyway. Here we go. That should be enough glue on there now. Let that dry. And I think, just for good measure, I'm going to pop a little flower on top, because I think it looks cute. There we go. Excellent. So that's that one done. I'll let that dry off and stop curling. I'm going to put another paper clip there just to get that to behave itself. And there we have then a nice pocket on the back, our tab. and our altered hidden paper clip tucked away underneath there. So that's that one done. And then this one, I'm just going to add a little bit of lace to the top of this as well, because I think it'll look pretty. And then that'll be that one done. Oops, bit rough there, Rach. How often does that happen, eh? A little gregarious with the glue tonight. I've just been in a mad panic all week because I couldn't think of anything, and I was like, oh my gosh, my video's on first. This is not going to look good. And you just get that moment of inspiration and you just think, oh, thank goodness. It's just standing still sometimes, I find. Ideas are not going to catch you on the run, are they? I mean, life's really, really busy. Trying to get inspired by busyness is not going to work. Let's cut that off there. There we go. Oh, I do love that one. I think that's my most favourite one. So there we are. Right, you've got the idea. I'm not going to keep you any longer because I promised I'd keep it short. There are other alternatives I had in mind as well. Perhaps I'll come back to those later in the week, but for now I think that this is enough ideas for you. So let's find the other two. Let's move all that lace out the way. And then we've got this style here with those little pockets and the lace pocket in the back. And of course this one has a tab on the top. So that's those two. Yes, loving them. And of course you can tuck stuff up behind them there. You put a journaling card up behind there, it'll also get caught by the paper clip. And then the other style then is our lovely shaker card style, our lacy belly band. And then our fabric pocket on the back of that one. And then this one here, which is my most favouriteest of all. Let's just pop that over the page and have a little look. Quite nicely on that page here, won't it? There we go. How lovely is that? Oh, I really do like that very much. There we go. I need to now go make a nice tag to go in there. A nice long tag in there then, can't we? Excellent. So there we are. But that's it from me today. So thank you ever so much for joining me. I hope you really, really enjoy the rest of the collaboration. Don't forget to check out who's on now tomorrow for the letter B. And don't forget to go and check out all of the links in the Linktree link down below. Have a great day, everybody, and make sure you post your pictures. See you soon. Bye.